The following portion of Ozarks Fox AM is sponsored by PBR Missouri Thunder. Welcome back, friends. Okay, so if you have not tuned in the first 10 minutes, Jeremy is not here today. Ingrid Fair is filling in because Jeremy is live on location in Branson at Top of the Rock with some of the riders of the PBR. So I think we're going to check in with him. He's probably talking to, yep, there we go. Hey, Jeremy, how you doing?
Good morning. So good to be here in Branson. It is a beautiful morning. I could not be happier to be out of the studio in the sunshine in Missouri summer weather. And I'm talking to my friend, which you may recognize because he's been on our show maybe 3 or 4 times now, Briggs Madsen with the Missouri Thunder. First of all, good morning. Good to see you again.
You as well. Happy to be here.
Okay, so let's just start at the beginning. Tell us where you're from and how you got you started with your career in the PBR.
Well, I'm from Honeyville, Utah. I'm 24 years old, and my parents raised me and my brothers and sisters up in rodeo. They both rodeoed, and so I've been riding bulls from the time I could walk. So.
Okay, I'm curious because I grew up in Texas. We're here in the South, and we know bull riding is very prominent here. I never would have thought about Utah having a bull riding scene. What's it like in Utah?
Oh, it's a beautiful state, and Western culture, rodeo is pretty prominent out there. And so it was a great place to grow up.
So you've just wrapped up the individual season, and we're getting ready to start the group season with the Missouri Thunder coming up in July in Oklahoma. So tell me, how did the individual season go for you? Did you have a good season?
Yes, it was great. We're healthy, ready for the team season, and that's the most important part.
Is there different levels of pressure being an individual competing for yourself versus competing with the team?
I think it just kind of varies on the situation, but I feel like the pressure of having a team behind me to ride for actually helps me to kind of rise to a new level. And so really I prefer the team aspect of the sport. I feel like it's helped benefit my career.
That's awesome. And speaking of the team, do we see any new faces this year with Missouri Thunder?
We do. We have a lot of new faces, and that's kind of what we're doing out here in Branson. We got our training camp this week, and it's a training camp, but really we're just trying to kind of foster relationships and kind of bring the team together and build a good team atmosphere.
How does it work with like that camaraderie when you're with your team members and you're out there on the bull for hopefully 8 seconds? Does it help to hear your teammates encouraging you? What could they say to help, encourage you to stay on the bull?
There's lots of things that they could say, but bull riding, it's a pretty tight-knit community. Even with the team aspect, we're on different teams, but everybody's really good friends. And really, when it comes down to it, when you climb off in the buck and shoot, it's you against a bull, not you against other guys. So really, everybody kind of is there to back you and support you. So it's a really fun atmosphere.
It does. Every time I've been around y'all, it seems like you have a good camaraderie. It's like a really good team. There's like a brotherly support there. The thing I get, I'm around big animals and I get nervous. Do you get nervous right before you get on that bull? Is there ever just a part where your stomach just drops?
Oh, of course. That really never goes away, and it just kind of comes down to how you can control your mind and use those nerves to fuel your fire. So.
Mm-hmm. And, we have interviewed you, Briggs, but you also have a brother who is he still part of Missouri Thunder, Cade? I know he's on a hiatus right now, but how is Cade doing?
He's doing great. He's in Tennessee serving a mission for our church, but he's still contracted with Missouri Thunder, and when his 2 years is up after his mission, he'll be back on the team, so we can't wait for that.
Now, I know he's happy to be on his mission, but do you think he misses it? Like, does he miss the camaraderie and the bull riding?
Oh, yeah. We get to talk to him once a week, and we talked to him yesterday, and hearing about the training camp, of course, he was here last year with us training, and so I think it made him miss it a little more.
So last year when we were here, we were down at Thunder Ridge, where the PBR was. This year it's back up in Springfield at Great Southern Bank Arena. What are you excited about with the different venue change? And have you bull rided at the arena in Springfield yet?
I've never rode at Springfield, but I've heard great things about that event. I hear that the fans are just great there, so it'll be fun to just go experience a new arena, but of course we can't wait to get back here to Branson in a couple of years.
Do you love Branson? Isn't this great to be back? Did you enjoy your time when you were here in Branson?
Oh yeah, this is a beautiful part of the country, and I'd never spent much time in Missouri before now, but there's so much scenery and fun things to do. And really, this is kind of my style. I like being in the mountains and you know, being by the lake and doing things like that. So
Yeah. Branson is the hidden gem of the Ozarks. We are so proud of this area, and we want to wish you best of luck with Missouri Thunder this year. And by the way, you can get tickets now to the PBR, which is coming August 30th through September 1st in Springfield at GreatSouthernBankArena.com. You can go to the website right now, get your tickets, and you can see them bull ride and the whole team doing what they do best in August. So go check that out. Don't go anywhere. So much more fun on Ozarks Fox AM coming up right after this.
The preceding portion of Ozarks Fox AM was sponsored by PBR Missouri Thunder.